You know, after watching the back-to-back result they had with Manchester United, of course, Arsenal, the draw and the loss, it's like they were actually preparing for the big one. Look, they had the FA Cup right in front of them. Let's just put all the Arsenal inside that one. And of course, they got it right. And Watford were doing a sorry, no FA Cup final for you. Well, Troy Deeney actually tried to put them back, but Crystal Palace were more resilient and they just got the victory.
Yes, Yannick Bolasie with the first goal there for Crystal Palace, and like you said, Troy Deeney tried, got the equalizer, and that was a very brave header. Troy Deeney with the equalizer from Watford, and when you thought, they just go on and get the winner.
I think celebration was just too much.
No, it wasn't too much. Come on, when you score at Wembley,
well, you understand the
location. Yeah, it was a big equalizer, so you understand the celebrations.
Headed them straight to the final.
Yes, wow, that was the winner, and that's how Crystal Palace were able to book their place in the final against Manchester United.
Now, are we going to be having, remember the last time they actually got to the final was against Manchester United, and it was the first title that Sir Alex Ferguson got before, the trophy started rolling in and all that. They lost in the final, of course, to Sir Alex Ferguson. Are we going to be having another?
I mean, it's a repeat of the final in 1990, yeah. So, but clearly, I think United, despite their inconsistencies this season, they have to be favourites going into that game.
That's right. Then when you see a trophy right in front of you, all you need to do is take it, and it showed that sort of character that has been missing all season for Manchester United. Down to the 90th minute, they were still looking for that goal against Everton. The man you've seen this season would have said, "Oh, let's just stay back and not concede." Even with the mistake from Chris Smalling, they kept on coming out. Yes, Everton gave the push they needed to get that equalizer, but for Manchester United this season, I saw a different team totally. A team that wanted to win, and it
this
paid
season,
off.
or rather this particular
game. That's
exactly. I was going to say, because when I was watching the game, I was like, okay, now it's like now the attacking flair is coming back. I mean, see their shots on goal, shots on target, Martial, all of them, Wayne Rooney tracking back, and everyone, Rockford, all of them, trying to just get that victory. And at the end of the day, they were able to get it. And even at the time, when Fellaini left the field, I was like, wow, he scored your only goal and he's out of it, but he had something up his sleeve. Herrera came on, he got the assist for Martial, and the rest is history. Any final.
Yes, and I don't know if winning the FA Cup will be good enough to save. It doesn't look like.
Well, he's playing the kind of football that the fans will love right now. Yeah, but the last two games have been fantastic.
That's 2 games out of how many? It's not good enough for a club like Man
Let's give it a good ending. No. Let's raise a trophy and tell these fans we'll be back stronger. And if you worry for Louis van Gaal, what's going to happen to Roberto Martinez?
I mean, we have to spare a thought for him because he's under immense pressure
right now.
They've got a new owner that would like to make a statement in the off-season, and I mean, they're not doing well in the league.
They've got the players to actually
do that. Incredible set of players.
That it tells you that, hey, maybe the manager actually needs to do something.
Yeah, so I won't be surprised if Roberto Martinez I won't be surprised if he doesn't remain at Goodison Park next summer.
And he's done all the good things for them, Remember, he won this title with Wigan, and that's how his career started, getting that lift.
But for Everton, though, they're not doing well enough. I mean, they've
got the players. That's why it's so
their
annoying.
Position on the league table is
appalling.
Yeah,
it's a shame to the kind of players that they have. So you wouldn't expect Everton to be struggling like that.
Guys, I feel for Everton, but this crazy season we have.
Crazy.
Also, you just wonder why it's all of this happening. Because Everton on a good day, they are a decent team. You cannot write off an Everton side playing Manchester United or playing Liverpool or Arsenal or even Chelsea, but they have struggled even with smaller teams.
Yes, of course.
Wow.
They score goals, but they concede some silly goals. You don't just expect them to concede. At the end of the day, they end up drawing the games. I think they've had more draw and more losses than most of the top leagues. When you want to look at some clubs in England, when you're talking about some tough teams, you look at Everton, you look at Swansea, you look at Southampton. But Southampton was able to pick up at some point in the season, but Everton had not been able to do that. Some games you just expect them to win, hands down. Those games are the ones they end up conceding some late goals, and they just end up giving them away.
And we all know Roberto Martinez, from his days at Wigan, even at Swansea, he's never been the greatest, defensive manager. So in terms of all the goals they're conceding, it's not a surprise to, most commentators and pundits. That's something he needs to work on. If he can't do it himself, perhaps He's
Get
got to
some
have
players.
it. Yeah,
You know,
defensive coach who knows you can do that as well. It's allowed.
Yeah. Talk to Still Bold.
Still Bold, right? Still Bold. I didn't defend any better.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not very sure about that.
They will argue
you can put a call straight to Diego Simeone. That can work. No, put a call straight to him. Not like coming over. I'm just saying, like, hey, how do you do it?
What do you think?
How do you do it against the likes of Barcelona? Just try not to.
Yeah, but the bottom line is Everton did not done well enough this season. 11th on the table, 41 points. I mean, that's not good enough.
That's not Everton.
Yeah,
that's not Everton at all. That's not.
That's not anything this season because Leicester City and Tottenham, they blew this season away. If you look at the list of players nominated for the PFA Awards, you will be stunned and you ask again, who made this season? Let's get you talking sports this morning on Channels TV right here. We just love talking sports. Don't watch the show. Hey, don't. Come, let us play for the love of the game. So much to talk about. I want you to be part of the show right now on Twitter. We're Channels_sports. On Facebook, we're Channels-sports. You can send us an email to sportsthismorning@channelstv.com. What are you talking about? Football fans in Nigeria. The Nigeria Professional Football League keeps getting better. Match day 13 gave us goals, and more goals. And then Enyimba went to Uyo to also record an away victory. This is the first this season, and that shows you that the champions are back to fight for the title they won last season. We also told you we're getting ready for season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup. We're done with the Lagos preliminaries, and what a story. 4 days of action, 114 goals scored. You talk about a team in England or Spain or Germany struggling to score goals. They need to see videos from the Channels National Kids Cup, and then they will learn how to score goals and some more goals. So our teams that got out of the Lagos preliminaries, 2 teams representing Lagos, National Primary School Yaba and Lincrest School Ikorodu. They are Lagos representatives for this year's Channels National Kids Cup. Let that one also get you talking grassroots football development, taking center stage right here at Channels TV. Let's also talk about the PFA Awards. We showed you Riyad Mahrez, Pride of Africa. For the first time, an African has been given the award for the best player in a season. Wow, fantastic. Well done, Riyad Mahrez. And also Dele Ali. I see love on social media, mixed reactions. People say, I would have loved it if he had played for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but come on, let's show him some love. PFA Young Player of the Year award winner Dele Ali of Tottenham. And of course, big ups to Harry Kane. It's also a good season for him. Tottenham, Jamie Vardy, also in the mix, Dimitri Payet, Mesut Ozil, and N'Golo Kante. What a season. We'll keep talking about this season. Let's see. Leicester City, they need just 5 points to just wrap up the fairy tale that we're having this season. We'll also talk about the NBA playoffs. So talk to us about the NBA playoffs. We're already seeing action, and then the real deal has just started. You think, we saw that the Golden State Warriors did this season, they can go all the way to win the title, retain it. We keep talking about the likes of Steph Curry. Okay, we will know when the playoffs are done. So talk to us. Twitter, Channels_sports, Facebook, Channels-sports. Guys,